everywhere at all times just to see what's going on.
I got you.
I couldn't figure out. Yeah, got you, the Lord. I couldn't figure out how to use it. I don't know what it is, but I'm there, and it seems like I can only read things. I don't know. Everything's a new science to me when it comes to this stuff, because the reason is they have to make it different enough from a different platform that the original platform can't sue them. So it's sort of left-handed. So they don't do it the same way, so it takes some looking into. I did notice a wealth of bands on there that I've never heard before. Navajo metal. There's a lot of that on there.
Do they scalp people in the audience?
They don't scalp people in the audience.
Do they? Oh,
no, you know what? No, they don't.
Dance around fire?
Not a lot of that. There's no videos. It's just the music, and it's Navajo metal. There is apparently a big festival called Reservation.
Of course it is.
Destruction or something like that. And it was all metal bands, but they were all Native Americans. And I found that on Parler.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there stuff like eco-friendly music? Eco-friendly metal?
I don't think they're eco-friendly based on the subject matter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a lot of destruction, it's a lot of killing, it's a lot of suicides.
So this is Navajo metal. Now, is this Navajo Indians or Navajo Native Americans?
Native Americans.
Native Americans. Not like simple white folk believe that all people of dark skin that aren't black are Native American.
No.
They're actually Indian.
No, these are guys.
Columbus said we were in India.
Yeah.
This is India.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Navajo stuff's on there. I wasn't able to get too far into it. I mentioned it. I mentioned that, hey, I checked out Parler. And as soon as I said that, wouldn't you know, the first comment that I got was, "Don't you mean Nazi Facebook?"
Of course. Hey, so off topic just a second, but are you excited to get your new vaccine passport this year?
I'm not getting one.
How are you going to go anywhere, Adam?
I don't have to get the flu shot. I have a medical waiver through the military saying I don't have to get it. I don't have to get the COVID vaccine either, because that's the same thing.
No, your body, your choice only deals with women that are pregnant that don't want children. You don't have a choice over your body. Obviously, it's the masses that have the option of telling you, the private citizen, what to do, because the masses want to feel safe. And how they feel safe is by you endangering yourself first.
I don't know. I mean, I have a piece of paper from the military saying I don't have to get it.
The military?
Yep, the military.
Wow, nice name drop.
Yeah.
As if the government's going to protect us, Adam.
So, I have a piece of paper. I hope that's enough. We'll see. I don't trust it yet. I do not trust it yet.
And I had to have this conversation. I have a little girl, and I'm like,
it's too new. It's too new.
I'm like, I don't want her to get this. I don't want me to get this. Like, and where do I go? And if I'm going to go somewhere, like, I'm at this point, if they're going to be like this, and I'm just not going to take a major road that they're going to take a picture of my license plate.
Well, put it this way. Let's say, you enjoy olives, and you always have, always will. You get a can of olives. There's a little warning on the olives, and it says, may contain a pit, may contain a seed. Be careful. And you say, fuck it, and you start eating them by the handful, and then bam, you crack your teeth. You took that risk, man, because you love olives, right?
But I think that puts the idea that everyone has the same olives, and people can choose when to eat them or not.
Yeah.
As opposed to, in that scenario, you are the olive. And
right.
You're saying, oh, no, this olive exists here now.
Could be that. Could be anything.
Consumerism is ruining the world.
Consumerism is ruining the world.
I'm a hippie now.
So, yeah, it is. You are a hippie.
All scene kids become hippies.
Scenester kids become hippies.
Mm-hmm. That's either that or lumberjack, and I just don't fit that model very well.
I mean, we were reading the, what everybody says, what's bad luck for the new year. They said, don't wash your clothes on New Year's Day.
I just heard that one today for the first time.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
because that means somebody will die in your family.
Oh, I heard you'll wash away your future opportunities.
You watch, yeah.
I was like, is it that fucking easy?
Right.
What's my rebuttal like?
Like, how are we just hearing these now?
Yeah.
I mean, because growing up, I'm a wealth of knowledge of Appalachian witchcraft because of what's been going on in my whole family. And I've never heard this before. I've heard the one where Christmas tree falls on whatever day somebody dies in the family. I've heard that one. I've heard the one where the first person in your house, if it's a tall person with black hair and the blah, you have good luck and all that stuff. There's just so much going on. If you're walking on train tracks, make sure you keep your fingers, your thumb and your forefinger together because it prevents the evil eye. Things like that. I've heard all these things growing up. Yeah, all these things.
I'm from Philly, man. I just heard don't talk to strangers and don't buy crack from random people.
Yeah, buy crack from people you know.
Exactly. You should always get name brand crack.
Name brand crack from your Uncle Gary.
Yeah. I have a crack dealer online. It's my favorite crack dealer. He's a social media crack dealer.
He's like a guru, yeah.
Yeah, he is a guru. He is, but he's legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Crack lives matter. They do.
His other bits are the coffee so black thing. So like he goes along with this social media thing because he's been blowing up. Him and his people have been blowing up. I'm not going to put his name on here because it's just not his cup of tea. But
not a fan.
Yeah, I don't know if it's fandom. It's just like he's got other shit to do, and you don't need like a bunch of weirdos being like, "Whoa, who are you?"
Yeah, libertarians, Tea Partyists.
Tea Partyists. Everyone's a lobbyist. You give everyone $15 and a desire to have something, they'll lobby somebody to fucking get it. Everyone's a lobbyist.
Lobbyist. I didn't.
Thank you for smoking.
Yeah, thank you for smoking. Exactly. All right, so we're going to take another quick break here, and we're going to be right back with Fran, maybe Raeann. We'll see how she's feeling. I don't know. And we're going to do a little bit more of the public reacts to government officials, local government officials, as well as we're going to wrap up some of the trends that happened in 2020, and then maybe some predictions for 2021 right back after this. Right back here on the Steel Plaza Podcast, Steel Plaza Podcast Network, with the 2020 wrap-up. Joining us, Fran from Fran's Fallout Shouter. Raeann Rose is here, and we were doing a little bit of the 2020 trends, but let's go back to, because I promised you this, we're going to go back to the public responds to our elected officials. So we're going to go right back to Governor Tom Wolf. Tom Wolf says, now in effect through January 4th, 2021, new temporary mitigation measures to target high-risk environments and slow the spread of the COVID. He says the COVID. So, Raeann, if you would be so kind. And who's the first person here? Go ahead and get that going.
Rosina. Rosina says, you and Rachel are complete garbage for what you're doing to our state. You haven't missed one paycheck, but the people and businesses you victimized are losing their investments and income. I applaud every business that stays open for business, and I hope others follow until you and Rachel are powerless.
Okay, so I don't know. Well, we're going to have to get a fact checker on that, but it sounds like Rosina's pretty mad. All right, now let's take a look at the next one. Raeann, who do you have next there?
I have Carrie, and she says, hospitals and healthcare workers are burdened by the reckless and selfish decisions of others. Thank you for this. I think she's directing that towards Tom Wolf.
Okay, so a little bit of anger going on with Carrie. And we go back to, once again, he said, now in effect through January 4th, 2021, this is Governor Tom Wolf of Pennsylvania, he says, new temporary mitigation measures to target high-risk environments and slow the spread of the COVID. All right, Raeann, let's do one more. One more response to Tom Wolf's COVID new restrictions. What do you have?
Okay, this is from Mary Ann. So, King Wolf, can all the people you've put out of work yet again send their bills to you to be paid? You fucking piece of shit.
Wow. Mary Ann, not pleased. Not pleased at all. Not pleased at all.
At least with a name like Raeann, we know she's actually Pennsylvanian.
She's actually she's a PA native.
That's a voter there, pals.
PA native. Not a lot of good things on here for our good dear Governor Tom Wolf. So there you have it, and that is the public responds to our elected leaders' social medias. Hope you enjoyed that. All right, let's get back to some of the trends. Let's wrap some of this stuff up, Fran. What do you got? Some of the trends of the 2020 year in review.
I wish we had like a little sound bite, little like display over here, because at the end of that last segment, I think it would have been great to have like a town booing, like the old pitchfork crowd mob gathering in the streets. Bring them outside.
I mean, that's basically what they're doing in a digital format. So, I mean, it's implied.
Yeah, AOL warriors. Well, tell my mom you said that. No, I'd say the next trend we have coming up is it kind of has along the lines of social media and the new gurus, but these are our new YouTube creative personalities. One of the ones that I really have found super engaging is a show by a character called Mr. Ballin. He's an ex-U.S. Navy special operator, and now he just reads like dark stories and missing 411 cases, but he just basically he retells the story that's already been written and he just narrates it. That's good. Truth Chapter is another good one. He talks about unsolved crimes. Those guys have been really popular. Coming off of that has also been the craze for people jumping into new activities that they can use from YouTube to then become YouTube stars, more like Randonautica, TikTok, or what's really becoming popular, especially since lockdown happened, I think everyone's just scared, is the paranormal activity hunters, like the ghost hunting crowd, the alien crowd, because I feel like more people are susceptible to conspiracy theory.
Years ago, we had a local celebrity here in Pennsylvania. He did a show called Paranormal State. He was out of Penn State. He kind of went down the wrong pipe with drugs. He set up all these, live appearances that he never showed up for. It was a good show at the time, and he kind of just shot himself in the foot because he took money off of all these people when he just went AWOL.
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy?
No.
Paranormal State.
When was this, do you think?
I can look it up.
Take a shot in the dark. Anything pre-2001, and I was a Philadelphian.
Right.
So we have our own Supermax nightmares.
No, this was a show, and it was on A&E. His name was Ryan Buell, and he was the director of Paranormal State University, he was the director of Penn State University's Paranormal Research Society, a student-led club that he founded when he was 19. He ended up screwing all these people over. It was on A&E. It was a big-time show at the time. Kid went down the wrong pipe. He might be dead. I don't know.
I've never really prescribed to the ones that are on regular network television. I think it's just too much. There's too much budget to give any chance of realism in that form of study. I'm not saying that I'm a believer, but I'm also not saying that I don't believe that something like that could be functionally proven to exist, or at least be proven to not exist.
There he is. Yeah, Paranormal State ghost hunter Ryan Buell arrested.
He looks like an extra from Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, he kind of does. So he was facing 2 felony charges with theft, stolen property. He was misdemeanor charge, theft of services. Center County, Pennsylvania.
Junk.
Yeah.
Junk. Betty White has better looking eyes and skin on her face.
Yeah, his role, Paranormal State,
evil gremlin.
He was trying to prove... So anyway...
he wasn't trying to prove anything. Everything else after the crime made everything he ever had to say illegitimate. That's like when a cop gets busted, like planting evidence. It's not just that case that walks. It's every case they've ever been involved with. Everything he's ever tried to do for that community is erased.
So anyway, it goes on to say that he later moved to Pennsylvania once again and started advertising his shows, connecting with his fans on Facebook. Who's a fan anymore after he screwed all these people over? So
Not
fans,
me.
so fans once again complained that he took the money for the events, and he either didn't show or the events were canceled. Most